Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sam, a romance author based in the UK, and today we are going to be redecorating my office. You can't really see it at the moment, but the walls in here are green because I wanted to create this sort of dark, foresty, cozy kind of vibe. It's a north-facing room, so whilst I do have a big window in here, it never gets like super bright light, and I decided to kind of lean into that by making it dark and cozy. I live in the UK, and in the winter the sun sets at like 4:30 sometimes, so it would be really ridiculous for me to try to make this a really light and bright room because half the time it's just not going to work. And if I'm going to be in the room, I want to have like a consistent experience so that I know it's a place that's going to facilitate productivity and creativity no matter what time of year, what time of day. By nature, I'm quite a messy person. My environment tends to mirror my mind in the sense that it's a bit chaotic at times. But as I have gotten older, I have noticed the difference that a clean and tidy space makes on my mental state and my ability to be productive within that space. And it's not going to be minimalist by any stretch. I am an absolute maximalist at heart. I love a bit of cluttercore, and that's what we're going to be going for, but it's going to be intentional. It's going to be busy, but not messy. At least that's the intention. So minimalists, avert thine eyes. To be fair, it's not really redecorating because we're not really changing anything about the decor. We're not gonna paint, I've already done that. All the cushions and stuff have already been picked out. But I have been living in this house for over a year now. I still don't have any art on my walls. My furniture isn't where I want it. I don't even have all of the furniture that I want in here actually in the room. So we're going to fix that. I'd like to think that we would get a lot of that done today, but I know myself and I know how busy things are at my job right now, so it's probably going to take a few days for us to get this done. First thing that we need to do is rearrange the furniture to where we want it. I've got this daybed that needs to go on the opposite wall. The desk is gonna swap with it. I've then got this wardrobe that you can see in the back that's gonna come up here next to the desk. Same with the file cabinet that you can see here. It's gonna come next to these bookshelves. So there's lots of rearranging that needs to happen, and that's partially so that a bookshelf that is currently in the bedroom can come in here and go where that wardrobe is, because I don't know if you can see from this angle, it's really on the bit that's on this wall, but my bookshelves are kind of full at the moment, so I need to try to make a bit of space. The second thing that we need to do is clean everything. The third thing we need to do is cable management. I am historically really bad at cable management, but I am going to fix that. I've bought a cable management box for my desk. I've bought the little hooks that you can stick onto things. And then the third thing we're gonna do is decorate the walls. I've got a lot of things that I've been collecting, things that have come with me from previous homes, things that I've bought since I've been in this home, things that I've made. I've actually got a DIY that's still in progress where I've been making these little macrame leaves that I now need to dye and trim, and then they're going to sort of hang from a branch, so I need to finish that. So anyway, I keep talking into the camera because I'm procrastinating moving my furniture. It just feels like a lot. Feels very daunting, but I've been like slowly accumulating things, and I finally have everything that I need, so I'm out of excuses to not do this. Okay, enough procrastination. Let's get started. good as we're gonna get for today. Got some actual work to get to, but I've rearranged the furniture. The only thing I haven't done is brought in that other bookshelf that's gonna go right there because there's a bunch of stuff in front of it in the bedroom. That's it for today. Day 1 progress. Okay, it is Saturday, so it is time to finish up. As you can see, I've got the bookshelf from the other room. I also did hang some art on the walls yesterday and completely forgot to film it, but that's fine because you didn't really need to see a video of me hammering nails into the wall anyway. So instead, I will just show you the result. A nice little gallery wall on the wall above the bed. So really excited about how that's turned out. Today, I need to fill this bookshelf, start to tidy things a little bit, and I got the fabric dye for my macrame leaves, so I need to do that. Let's get to work. Plants and fairy lights. Let's do this. It's done. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, I know I was really bad about filming this. So this video is probably gonna feel quite cobbled together and maybe a little bit lacking in process content. I waited until it's dark outside to film this because I just wanted you to see how gorgeous and cozy it is in here. I'll give you a little bit of a tour, but it's just exactly what I wanted it to be. So this is my workspace. It's a little bit cluttered, but I love it. And just hanging above it, we've got this macrame leaf DIY that I made. That was really difficult. So I am not showing any process content because it was not easy, but there you have it. And yeah, like I said, it's a bit cluttered, a lot going on, but cable management's a lot better than it was, and it's a setup that works really well for me. With my 2 screens, I can do research on the right and do my writing on the left. I've got Kirby's Treats there on the left. Got a little whiteboard so I can write down things that I'm thinking of. Then over here, we've got the bookshelves that I already had, but the books have a little bit more space now. And just below, we've got Kirby's bed. Look at him sleeping, he's so cute. And between that and my desk, we've got my filing cabinet where all of my important things are, with the basket on it with all my camera stuff in it. There's plenty of space on these shelves, which is great, so good excuse to buy more books. Then if we move here, to the right, we have got my brand new bookshelf with the loveliest little ceramic village that I found on Facebook Marketplace. It's absolutely adorable. We've got the moonlight as well, which I love. We've got the tapestry hanging on the back of the door. And this bookshelf has as well plenty of space to grow. Those books at the bottom are ones I'm doing for challenges. And then we've got all my nonfiction. Got my lovely moon phase garland hanging across the top, as well as some plants. They are faux plants, which is a bit annoying, but this is a north-facing room and this is all the way at the back of the room, so it doesn't get enough light for real plants. Also, the second shelf down, I want to add some more lights to it within the shelf. but I didn't have the right plug for it at the moment. But this is where all of my trinkets and all of my keepsakes are. All of the crystals from my friend's shop, my candle that I light, my bell that I ring each day, and a picture of the most important women in my life. This is my imperfectly perfect gallery wall. It's not perfect, but I absolutely love it. I especially love that print at the bottom, the fantasy elven looking one. I got that off Society 6 and I just love it. As well, the black and yellow piece of wood hanging up towards the top, that is a vintage piece from the university that I went to, which I absolutely love. And of course this gallery wall is right above the bed, which does have a box of batteries and light bulbs on it at the moment because such is life, but this is Kirby's favorite place to lay usually when he's in here until it gets late at night. And this is also our guest bed. It's got a little trundle underneath it so that it can pull up into actually a king-size bed. And yeah, I've tried to make it really cozy with lots of pillows and blankets and the fairy lights. So I do have some plants in the window. It is a north-facing room, like I said, and so the windowsill is the only place they get any light. And hopefully these babies, it specifically said in the care instructions that they could go on a north-facing windowsill, so that is why I bought them. And I've got this lovely mushroom and bell garland up at the top. I've also got some lovely stained glass pieces on the left and right frames there, which you can't really see because it's dark out, but they've been gifts from people, clients at my last job, and I love them. And I've also got a nice little heart-shaped window hanging in the far right of the window there, which I've actually had since I was a teenager, but it works perfectly in here. And then this wardrobe over here on the right is what houses boxes of all the random electronics and craft supplies and stuff like that. We won't look in there. It's not messy, actually. It's pretty well organized. Maybe we will look in there, actually. So yeah, it's pretty well organized in here. All these boxes are full of supplies of various types. And then over on the right there, we've got sort of important boxes to keep, like for my work keyboard and work laptop, and also some gifting supplies. And then on top, I've got the letterboard that has my core values on it, which is a topic for a whole other video. So yeah, that's my space. It's super cozy. It's everything I dreamed of. And I'm really excited to spend a lot of time in here creating. First of all, I feel incredibly privileged to have enough space in my house to carve out a space like this and have a room dedicated to my work, and also to have the resources available to invest into it and to make it so that it does feel like a reflection of me. I'm aware that not everybody has that available to them, and I think it's definitely something that I find really inspiring, but absolutely is not essential to being productive or being creative or doing good work. And you should absolutely work with whatever you have, whether that's a smaller space within your home or a shared space or public spaces like libraries. You can do amazing work, better work than I ever could in any of those places. The second thing is, I know that it's a little bit tempting to constantly refresh and redo your space, but I've really intentionally avoided doing that. I have lived in this house for 15 months now, so I know what works and what doesn't work about my space. Most of this furniture, I've had that long. I really know what I want. I know what kind of decoration really inspires me and what feels like a true extension of me, not just of my tastes at the moment. And it's not the most stylish space. It's also not the cleanest and most polished space, but it's a space that I curated, and it's a space that I love, and I'm really, really proud of it. And that's it from me. Definitely let me know in the comments if you would want to see more about my workspace or if you have any questions about any of the things that I've shown you. And of course, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. This is a very different video than usual. Usually it's more writing vlogs, reading challenges, writing tips, things like that. But the space that you write in is such an important part of the writing journey that I wanted to share that with you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.